Hey guys, welcome back. Maris here, and today you see what we have Juggernaut Edition patch notes. Juggernaut Edition comes out on 13th of March, so it's this week's Friday, but we have patch notes right away, and oh boy, they are long, so I will go through them. I will read out for you because, you know, people are lazy, so I will give you most what new we found, and there's a lot of them, so I'll try to be quick, but yeah. So, Juggernaut Edition. I will skip few parts because most of the information is already found. I will focus on patch notes, which literally means what new we have there. So, the rest of information that doesn't involve, I will try to skip. So, there's a revised, refreshed version. Everyone who has any type of State of Decay 2 will receive this automatically updated to Juggernaut Edition with no charge. If you have the game, you will have the full update. Of course, you can also buy it if you don't have it, so you will have the full version as well. So I will not go through them. At the top, they're listed main topics basically, but it's repetition if I go through the whole patch notes, so I will skip it. No point of repeating myself. Video will be long as always. So the first things what they start the Juggernaut Edition, we have new platform and cross-platform support. New platforms here are currently the game was only on Windows 10 and Xbox. Now it will be also on Steam, on Epic Game Store. So 2 more platforms added, both of them on PC, so still nothing for PlayStation 4, unfortunately, and still sorry, this is Microsoft exclusive. All versions of game are fully multiplayer compatible, which means whatever platform you're running, you will be able to join with anyone on any other platform. Pretty amazing. So everything works, just simple as that. You need to keep few things in mind. This is weird point, but anyhow, when you own the game on multiple platforms, my first question is, why would you do that? If you anyhow if you have on one platform and you want to purchase on another, not everything will be transferred. Synchronized things always will be achievements, unlocked outfits, completed bounties, daybreak reward progress, and legacy boon cards. So basically the core, what you unlocked, but nothing like saves, save slots, communities, not even speaking about characters, loot, whatnot. I will mention here one point, just mention. Some little bird mentioned me that there is some workarounds to actually, I assume that will be on PC, copying folder to folders and basically force some other platform to feed in these saves. I cannot confirm it yet, but stay tuned, maybe there will be some workaround for that. Just, you know, it's nothing illegal. You literally have that community and you want that on other platform if you're crazy enough to get same game on many platforms. Anyhow, you get the idea. So that being said, that the official release states that community saves, legacy characters, and prestige currencies are only shared between Xbox and Windows Store versions. So if you have on Steam or on Epic, they have different cloud. As I mentioned, they store on different clouds the same saves, but before you launch that new platform, you can force feed the saves. It's just theoretically speaking. As I mentioned, if I found a version how to do that, I definitely will share that with you as well. But we are here for patch notes, so let's go through. All DLCs included. That means we have Independence Pack, Daybreak, and Heartland. I'm just going through all it. So Independence Pack will be unlocked not right away, but after you defeat the Plague Hearts, all Plague Hearts, so you will need to kind of unlock it still, but you don't need to purchase anything. Players who had already Independence pack will have unlimited access to it, so no distortion there. For Daybreak, it is a separate story, I will just mention, from all the maps, so that's specific how it all started. And if you had already the game and this DLC, then with this upgrade you will receive 3000 bonus prestige points. And the same goes for the Heartland. If you had it, then with this new update you still have it, but as a gift because you purchased it, so you spend some money and support the developers, 3000 prestige points. That's not it. With Daybreak there is Jug Skull leather jacket, and with Heartland there's another Jug Heart leather jacket. I think there's an images. Yes, there are images. So there will be additional bonuses for those who has this DLC, the purchase, the support, you know, kind of logical, and also with the points and everything. And yes, the players who originally purchased Ultimate Edition, that was not the standard Ultimate, so Ultimate support for Undead Labs, you will receive addition to all that 1000 bonus prestige and 2 unique outfits, thanks to their support. Undead Labs, of course, is thankful for all your support. And 2 additional items are Shaggy Jack combat helmet and leather jacket, show of legendary musket, blah blah blah. Yeah, another leather jacket. I assume this is the leather jacket. These skulls are from Heartland. One of them Heartlands, another is from Daybreak if you purchased, and this is the jacket for Ultimate Edition. And helmet, I'm not quite sure which one. I guess this one, probably. I don't know. Anyhow, you will get your items. Cosmetic only, of course. And various pre-order and retail specific bonus packs. There was bonus packs, not DLCs, but bonus packs. And well-timed special outfits, hats are all exclusive to the player. So if you had it, you have it. For those who don't, now just purchase the game. Yeah, that's not included. But those are all cosmetic mostly. So first thing, biggest thing that is coming out, we already know, Providence Ridge. So new map. We have a new map. There's a lot of text. This is not patch notes. I will skip it. Basically, it's important. There's a storytelling, and they are expressing what's the setting and all that. But you know, you will see that's not patch notes related. But what we can mention for the map is 5 new bases. Environment storytelling that was also there in previous maps, as you know. It's a subtle and not so subtle hints about what happened there. As always, super awesome finding in the map what's going on there. What else? There is significant elevation changes. You can see already from the screens. This map will have some super high hills, and thus revealing some super nice views. So that's something new you can expect from the map. Also, there's the mascot, flannel clad Sasquatch known as Shaggy Jack. So you can find it in unexpected places. So yeah, you can see, I assume that's the mascot. And Providence Ridge has some secrets hiding beneath the path. So again, new map, of course, new stuff. 5 bases. Cool, awesome. Move on, because there's a lot of things. So let's go deeper into bases. This is something we would expect, but quickly I will run through them. So first is Firewatch Fortress. It is a cozy blah 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 for new beginners. Now, if you are running and starting a new game after tutorial, that is the absolute starting few. I don't want to spoil anything, but basically the beginning. Afterwards, you are being now not forced, but you end up in Firewatch Fortress, the new map and a new first base. So in the base is, oh yeah, that's it. So there's a cozy, there's a few things you need to know. That's built-in beds, infirmary, So this first map, Firewatch Fortress, is for new players, teaching them how and what to do in State of Decay. Totally new process for new players. That will be also down in the patch notes, so I don't go much in details here. But next new base in the new map, we have Fortified Truck Stop Rusty Rosie. As expected, this is medium-sized base. What we can see, equipped with secret distillery in the kitchen, auto shop, mechanics skill, fuel storage, and doubles the watchtower. Okay, that's just some information you can expect from there. Of course, you can always go there and see in the map. And yeah, there's some drop landed in the base, so additional features that will be there. As I remember from the stream, there are two options how to approach that landed drop. Anyhow, without more spoilers, next base is fenced warehouse called West End Builder Supply. Again, medium size. So we have small, 2 medium bases, and spoiler alert, 2 big bases. So medium and approach similar as medium bases, and the big bases is one is already with pre-filled facilities, I expect, and this one is, as you can read out, I will read for you, ton of open spaces and for customization, blah blah blah. So one is more empty and you can fill and get facilities what you want. Another one has already pre-built facilities, but if those facilities are not the ones you want, you know, one for different types of approaches, and the same will be for the big ones. And there's also some unopened supply drop in the base waiting for you. Then fourth base is Prescott Fire Station, large base. This is a large base with unique abilities, built-in facilities, sorry. And so what we can expect there? There is fully upgraded workshop that reduces parts cost for everything you build or repair. Awesome. Fighting gym that also teaches the medicine skill and upgrades to provide passive injury recovery. Awesome. So basically infirmary is not needed anymore. Scout tower allowing you to have 3 no ammo cost guards and offering radio commands to scout nearby territories. I need to stop here. So far I was always forever and ever hating every base that has guard towers that are actually functional, because they literally burn down your ammo supplies. This is the first base where there's a guard tower, non-ammo cost. I'm all for it. Absolutely amazing. Then we can expect also fully upgraded kitchen that includes food storage and utility room that provides both power and water to your entire base. For new players that don't have the boons, nice. And then the last base is those names. Landguard Lumber Mill. So this is again large base, but it has no pre-filled. There are some facilities, of course, but most of them are empty. 5 large slots, and if I remember correctly, 3 small slots. So pretty low on small slots, but well, you have 5 large slots, so this is the biggest base ever in the game. Of course, they are also, no point of reading this out, literally. Undead Labs guys are interested, what will you build? Garden or all the leader bases, or 3 different upgraded barracks? That's so literally that's this open field sandbox type base. Go build what you want. Pretty awesome. Okay, done with the bases. Now next what we have is new combat style heavy weapons. There is no, I will no go, there's not much from patch perspective. Of course there are new, they are heavy, they take the same size, like 1 square, they are not taking any more space. That was one of the questions. They are heavier, they hit harder, the stamina cost is increased, they bash enemies around, all that is there. So some heavy weapons, blunt and bladed. There are some specializations that basically boost heavy weapons. So powerhouse specialization of cardio skill. What you can expect is power hit. This is new attack unlocked by powerhouse specialization. Hold attack button with heavy weapon in hand and then release to execute powerful upper swing and send zombies flying. You can see how it goes. It's basically all around. You are surrounded by zombies. Well, not anymore. You bash all of them, all sides. It's just amazing. All right, what else? Cross check is another ability. Press the jump button while facing an enemy to quickly interrupt them. Good if you need alternative to the big slow swing. So basically this was the show I think action. Unlock flying strike with acrobatic skills for more deadly version. I was like, I still don't know what they mean, but like flying strike with heavy weapon will be something amazing, so we need to receive this update and see how it goes. And heavy finisher, the ground execution move for heavy weapon, has also hit other zombies standing nearby. This is absolutely crucial. I will mention we saw that in action. When zombie is down on the ground, all executions basically take some time. If any zombie around you hits you in the time, you are interrupted by the execution, as far as I remember. Not with heavy weapons. You will hit all of them. Pretty nice. One extra thing they are mentioning, 10 heavy weapons are there. They are up in the screen. Axe, shovel, splitter, club, hammer, mace, maul, shovel, sword. Yes, you counted correctly. They are showing only 9. Undead Labs, tricky. So, they are, I believe, holding one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, still 9. Counting many times, because anyhow, I can be wrong as well. But you can see they're absolutely amazing. Blunt and bladed, as mentioned before. So, sledgehammer, I will. Simple and durable, single bladed. You know, this is, you will see. These. Thank you, of course, Undead Labs, don't get me wrong. This is all nice, but if we can have the stats, that's for patch note perspective, that is cool. I already read out what we will have. Axes, clubs, splitters, and then we will see which one of them are slow, which is more knocking down, which is, I don't know. Groundbreaking shovel, rare loot. So that's one of the general limited edition ceremonial shovel from Western Allied Construction Deluxe Tool Collection. More attractive and durable than your average implement, but just as noisy. Okay, cool. We'll see all 10 weapons in action. Alright, next part we have new starter experience. As I mentioned in previously, the base I already mentioned. So they completely rebuilt post-tutorial game. So this is the, if you have played the game, you are familiar with the screen. This is absolute beginning when you are starting the new game. So after this, new arrivals always start gaming new Providence Ridge and in the new map. So in the dedicated area designed to keep things simple. So there are some things expected. I will stop here. So starting area is easy to understand and navigate. Nearly everything in the starting area is close together, so it's easier to explore on foot. Zombie concentration are low in more densely inhabited areas. I was thinking, what happens if you launch the game on hardest difficulty? I believe this point will not be there. You will have all the harsh zombies anyway. But your first base is the Firewatch Fortress, as I mentioned, the small one. It is easier and simpler to navigate because entire base is outdoors. You can see your facilities, you can manage and easily find your persons all around the base. It's easier for new people new joiners in State of Decay 2 to find and navigate and learn about the game. And the built-in survey tower give you the lion hand, well, gives you a chance to look around and find new things, right? And community members are always visible and easy to find. You can see in the screen, it's nice, how cozy, and you will see everything and easier for new people to understand. So with that, also there are new brand set of starter missions to structure to easy newcomers into true State of Decay 2 experience. So these three screens with little descriptions how what works. For example, here we see example of storage versus supply locker, what is the rucksacks, how you can access and all that. Three simple ways. These will pop up as I expect in basically at the beginning in every turn whenever you interact with something new. So the cars, the storage, the community and whatnot. Pretty cool. You're given multiple goals at once, so learn to manage them on the map screen. Nice. First time you approach the vehicles, you actually are taught how to refill, repair and unload it. Cool. All the new starter missions feature in world markers to help you find your destinations more easily, through focus on introducing to leader types and emphasizing your role, not just survival, but a leader of community. Cool. Starter experience ends gradually, teaching but not requiring you to choose leaders and climb new base. So yeah, they also expanded how to play menu with more teaching and explanation. So how to play, I think it's when you open the screen. So basically you can skip, if you accidentally skip it, you can find all those three visual cards afterwards and read them still, and if you forget some of the things. So each leader type, for example, has its own tutorial screen. Pretty nice. So you can see this is the visual play menu. We also badge the how to play menu for new players to make it easier to discover. Cool. Players who choose not to play through the tutorial also have a much slimmer, quicker starter arc to get into the game. So I will quickly just note this is a joke. Funny things with Undead Labs, love-hate relationship, because I love how they made all this for new players easier, but you know, that makes me, Russian guy, videos basically not needed anymore, redundant, because I made a lot of videos for the game. At the beginning there was not so much tutorial, but yeah, anyhow, you get the idea. If you can't find anything from the game, you can still of course fire up the YouTube and find the videos. We have a huge community and most of the topics you can think of will be covered. Trust me, there's enough. If not me, then someone else will have a video how to do it. Revised user interface is the next part. You see, we will have already the new look at the beginning. First thing I thought is, this is not the game screen we used to have, which literally takes up the resources. This is a image, which is already, I see, performance improvement, if you can call that. And yeah, the list of available choices are organized better, making it easier to navigate. So you see campaign, this is basically all new map and all other 3 maps plus the new one coming up, and then separate Heartlands, that previously was DLC, and Daybreak, also DLC. So these are separated. All game modes, Heartlands, Daybreak, are unlocked already for everyone and play up directly from the main menu. Cool. You can easily access Legacy pool to view and edit the list of characters available for future communities. So you can see this is a settings, help. This is, I guess, the Legacy pool. I have no clue what this is, and this is exit game. So cool. Anyhow, the new look, absolutely. And that we don't stop there. The entire in-game user interface has received a visual overhaul. As you can see, this little screen, different colors and many aspects. Okay, listen up what we will have. Many user interface elements now feature higher contrast to improve readability. New depleted health and stamina meters are much brighter, making it easier to see how much you just lost. So there's I noticed in the stream, when you get low on health or stamina, it starts blinking, and it blinks with yellow. I think this was yellow color, so it literally makes you notice that, yeah, stamina is running out or health is running out. So pretty cool. We also increased the consistency for similar aspects of the game, such as notifications and menu instructions. So you will see also what they have changed in the map screen. Now goals are on this side, and it has improved colors, everything. So what we have in the maps, list of goals are now on the right side, not on the left. There's flashy new story goal category that highlights story goal. It highlights the goals to progress forward to your legacy. Long-term goals are now displayed on ongoing process, how many leadership candidates you have and how many play cards you've killed. Pretty nice, we keep track on them. Long-term goals now can be pinned like other goals. Pretty nice, cool, thank you. Next part, I'm rushing, but trust me, there's even more than that. Revised controls, this was actually, we are close to the interesting part. So for Xbox players, I am not familiar with none of that, but as far as I know, there are some changes, so let's check them out. So stealth and dodge is one of the things that was split. Currently for everyone it was on the same button. It was made some struggle, but with the controller, dodge by pressing B and entering stealth by clicking the left thumbstick. You know where the B and thumbsticks are. I'm not familiar with the controls, so anyhow, there's a lot of changes. For the mouse control, dodge will be tapping C or middle mouse button and entering stealth by tapping control. Yes, control so far was for grabbing, so that also changes. There's a lot of things changing in the controls. That pushes grapple into the X key, so some new key we will need to use. Note that with the new prompt finishers, see below, grappling to finish zombies are no longer as critical. So, mind blown. This is the interesting start happening where you read out what else is changing. So, splitting those two actions had cascade effects, so dodge and stealth. So what they changed. Flashlight has moved from clicking the left thumbstick to up on the D-pad. Radio has been removed from up on D-pad, and now it is accessible only by opening inventory down on the D-pad and by pressing right button or RB, right button I guess. So yeah, a lot of new shifts because of this one split. Also they made changes on the ways control work. So vulnerable zombies now prompt you to finish them off by pressing interact button. The existing quick finisher key by default will be Z, and also it still works. So there's a prompt on them. I need to see to actually see it, but bear with me. There's some additional bonuses for all this. So players using keyboards can reload while not aiming, just hitting R button. Pretty cool. Players using control now can scroll through their consumable items in both directions using D-pad. This had pushed emotes interface into clicking the right thumbstick and T on keyboard. Okay. You can now break out of the stealth by holding sprint. Just when you're crouching and then start sprinting, it will sprint. Everyone, but not all survivors. The survivors with stealth skill that allows you to run silently, these characters will still be in the stealth sprint position, so basically crouching. Also, they increase the responsiveness of right thumbstick when aiming weapons and increase responsiveness fluidity of walking, running and sprinting. Phew! And that's just controls. So, but the best part, note that they still offer key binding tool in the settings menu. So if you want to change any of that, you can do that. And also, if I remember correctly, the new controls layout will be kind of forced on new players, but you can always switch to the old style if you don't want this new. So they're giving us choice. You want new? Here you go. You want old? Here you go. You want bind? However you want? Here you freaking go. Amazing. All right. My favorite part. All right, I'm lying a little bit. After this is one cool part as well. Graphical improvements. I will not read out. There are some visuals. They're already triggered. So before and after. I just love those screens. So you see how it's before, green and everything. Now they have a lot of new things. Let's go through them. Light. They performed a lighting and post-process pass on for existing maps, so Cascades Hills, Drucker County, Meadow Valley, and Heartland. All old maps will have also totally renewed and updated visuals. Graphics. So they improved color grading to give each map distinct value. We saw that already from the stream. Green is more green. The desert sandy map is more sandy. You get the idea. Now there's more different feelings from different maps because and thanks to new graphics. Also, what they greatly expanded the luminosity range of daytime lighting. Overall, sunlight looks more natural and material response to light is more pronounced. So better graphics. There's a lot of things absolutely greatly Matt mentioned and gave out in stream. Absolutely amazing stream. I saw it afterwards offline, but he explained every small little details. But okay, I'll keep going through. I'll try to do as best as I can. They adjusted sun position in several maps, making it easier to discern the time of day. That's one of the things he mentioned. They want to make sure you, basically by the looks of the light, you can have the impression is it a morning or is it an afternoon. Vehicle light materials and visual effects received on visual overhaul to improve appearance. Functional brake and reverse lights added to the all cars. Awesome. They performed visual pass on bloom and lens flare. Lens flares now appear also on Xbox, not just PC. Lens flares and bloom thresholds were adjusted to reduce cases of blinding light on the top of the car roofs. They mentioned it on the stream, pretty nice. They reduced also overall intensity of lens flare and improved screen space, ambient occlusion, and reduced color binding on low light situations. That's not it. We are not even there yet. There are more and more screens, so if you can look, you can see how it was before. Afterwards, it seems like dark is darker, but the flashlight is giving pretty good light. And yeah, now on that. They enhanced rendering on 19 scenes to use smoother gradients and more accurate color representations. Night skies are generally brighter and depend on cloud cover, providing clearer horizon that helps with night theme navigation. Night is totally overhauled. Maps are overhauled. Lights are overhauled. Fogs are introduced. It feels like we will receive new game. Sorry, but it feels like. The flashlights have been improved to provide better, more direct illumination and embrace the horror genre. I hate that word. Anyhow, you get the idea. Your flashlight no longer over bright at daytime. It's pretty nice, and reduced light bounce from the flashlight and widened beam, giving the flashlight illuminated, clearer, stronger focus. So absolutely new flashlight. So now you see also before and after. There's absolutely amazing fog scene in this little scene, and upgrade in foliage. Jesus Christ, amazing work, guys. Environments. They optimized trees, foliage to improve performance, increase detail, improved line of details, LODs, and improve light responsive. thanks. It's just amazing what they did. Grass lighting mode were fixed, so the grass now lights correctly in these all situations and casts shadows, allowing it to appear more natural and grounded. Nice. They also paved and dirt roads has been absolutely improved, not removed, and the new roads now react better to light, blend better into terrain, and have higher visual fidelity. We improved opacity and appearance of window glass. Oh, the glass. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It has reflection, fake and real. It is just amazing. I can't wait to see the game. So, regarding characters, in the character screen, they also improved it. So survivors now feature a layer of dust and green that varies from the morale. So basically, the worse morale, the dirtier they get. So my survivors will be spotless. Nice. They also improved lighting in community screen to better represent survivors, so they're not in the dark all the time, so they're pretty light in the light. And survivor portraits now feature different poses in better lighting. We can see in this screen, but the little portrait, it's not direct, it's just a little bit from the angle, looks way better. One more before and after screen. Here we have a lot of lighting going on, and one thing I need to mention here, look what happens with the bridge. This is something interesting. Look, before it starts here, after it looks like someone actually made bridge a bit wider, in terms of not wider road, but I just see someone made and went extra step to improve actually bridge. Cool. So what we have, those are virtual effects, right? That's how they pronounced. Okay. They enabled volumetric fog to provide better, more realistic atmospherics. We saw that from the top screen. They enhanced the gore spec effects with dripping weapons after hits, more effects on dismemberment, and better splatter patterns. Oh, just blood everywhere. When you kill zombies, it will be more spectacular performance. Cool. They performed and specified overhaul for better look and feel on explosions, fires, and driving. Cool, thank you. Tiny environment effects like dandelions, pollen, motes, and blood droplets now use automatic scaling by distance to show up better through the world. I can't even imagine what those little details they are going through, and just to give us the best. Absolutely amazing. We also made subtle tweaks to other materials and items such as Arctic Warrior Rifle. So I expect some textures and some improvements. Awesome. Moving on, next part, we have audio improvements. This is important. What they've done is the game soundtracks has been greatly expanded with new compositions, alternative arrangements, gameplay-specific music cues. As I remember from previous notes, they doubled the soundtracks. So if you've had, currently I'm playing soundtracks, we have 33. That number goes up greatly. But that's not it. They also, there's new audio effects for zombie attacks, player actions, vehicle repairs, breakable objects, user interface interactions, and more, right? Because they can't list everything. This list is already huge. They made even more. Absolutely amazing. So this is a new game. Soundscapes for vehicle driving, melee combat, radio conversations, and general background audios have been remixed and improved. Why? Because they are awesome. And here, this is my favorite part. All of this so far was mostly in the streams and in the notes, the developers' diaries. We knew most of it, but this is the real sugar coating. So besides that, they fixed and improved many other things. There are a lot of bug fixes. That's bad that there are bugs, good that they are fixed, but that's not it. So gameplay updates. We have All play hard locations are now revealed in area in the game for standard and dread zones. For Nightmare, you still need to find them. So radio command to locate plague hearts is removed from standard and dread zones, but in Nightmare it's still there. It's still as the same it was before. Also, all potential base locations are now revealed on a map as soon as you arrive to offer points of interest. So this is something cool, especially for new players who then need to go on YouTube and find me and someone who shows where the map bases are. Now it is there. You know the big thing, locations where you can set up the base. Absolutely amazing. Moving on, survivors. Red Talon logistics skill now provides the benefits of metalworking as advertised. And they disallowed some contradictory trait pairing that made characters seem simultaneously elated or miserable all the time. Yeah, I had some characters that were absolutely all the time low morale. I hated them. Not anymore. Cool. Zombies. Killing a single zombie. Now you understand why this is my favorite part, because this is so crucial. The changes a lot. Killing a single zombie now instantly creates moratorium on a new spawn. I needed to look up the word moratorium. I'm not English speaking, so it means it pauses the new spawns, basically. That's how it translates for that immediate area. And scoring few more kills makes that no spawn zone larger, which means this fixes the thing where you kill zombies and you turn around and there are new zombies and like, I killed you, didn't I? It just makes game more better. I remember my brother was really angry about this thing where you clear some area and then you turn around and there are some new spawns, and like he was angry about it. Anyhow, the new system, it's not a new system, but it will act more quickly than before. That means you are far less likely to have zombie spawns in inappropriate places right after you think you cleared them out, what I just explained. And also that creates subtle breaks in the pacing of the game, where with more intense fights punctuated by more periods of quiet. So when you clear area, you clear area. This is, for me, I think it changes every map, every interaction, every clearing whenever you are out scouting or you need some break. Absolutely amazing. Also, they increase the size of safe zone around the base to make it a little bit calmer for you and your allies, but just a little bit slightly bigger. Jesus Christ, slightly bigger. I need to read way more. There is so much more. Items and scavenging. They improve the behavior of fallback loot to reduce the likelihood of non-essential items dropping in fuel storage, military storage, utility boxes, and chemical storage. So, if I understand correctly, there was some random appearances when some items are breaking down, when you have too much supplies, and you are given items from totally different, strange areas. So that's not anymore. That's small of the things, but base chance of finding an empty container while scavenging now is 1 in 30, where it was 1 in 10. So literally, empty containers, when you search something and there's empty nothing, reduced 3 times. It's 3 times less likely to be empty containers. So it means awesome. Description of hiking packs no longer claim that they are low profile when they are clearly full size of small cars. So small little detail updates. Cool. Still, it was in a wishlist. Community was angry about it somehow. Not angry, but asking. Soda can bombs now behave like pipe bombs when thrown in water. They fuse, are extinguished, and they do not explode. This is also changing a lot of whenever you're fighting in a river or in a lake. Soda can bombs and pipe bombs, nope, don't use them. They will not explode when they are in water. Moving on, we have weapons and mods. they buffed impact value of suppressors, so at close range they do as much damage as before update 14. So in update 14 it was nerfed. Their damage still drops off sooner at long range. So whenever you have suppressor, you need to keep in mind in long range you will have reduced damage. If it's a headshot, it's a headshot. One shot, one kill. For casual zombies, of course, not armored, not juggernauts and whatnot, and blood ferals. We also improved suppressor's ability to reduce gunshot noise. The new differences between calibers are still there, but their average noise value are back down as it was before update 14. So basically, they are going and kind of roll backing a little bit update 14 changes. For example, 5.56mm and 7.62mm weapons are slightly louder than before, and most calibers are the same, and .22 caliber weapons are a bit quieter than before. So again, another reason to go out with scouting rifle. I think that was the one. Prepper's gun was my favorite with 50. Anyhow, flashback. All right, moving on. All muzzle brakes now add a chance for a weapon to kick straight up, or as close straight up as the weapon allows, rather than bouncing all over the place. So basically, the kickback, absolutely amazing, added. So there's additional odds of happening there. 25%, 50%, and 75% for handmade, pro, and advanced brakes, respectively. So brakes were doing more, they're louder but doing more damage, I think, and so this will also introduce with some new things that the kick weapon kickback. Cool. The Halligan tool no longer weighs a ridiculous 1 pound, now it weighs 11 pounds, so 11 times more. Cool, as intended, as it should be. Small little change. Moving still on. Oh my god. Base and resources. This is one of my favorite. Prestige limit has been increased from 9,000 to 99,000. 9999, of course, more of them. So there you are not limited in, literally have 10 times more flexibility to go in Daybreak, get your prestige points, then come back in the game and spend it. Absolutely amazing. A Red Talon Watchtower can no longer be built in a bridge fort because it caused an AI-controlled survivors to get stuck in a small space between the tower and the upper floor, and the bridge behaved unpredictably. This is one base in one map particularly we are speaking about. And the thing is, I was just wondering, so if you are restricting the Red Talon Watchtower can no longer build, how you handle this? Because the slot will be there, so it will be just, okay, some separate thing, some exclusion. You can now check yourself in Infirmary to delay the progress of Blood Plague, and game prompts you to switch to other characters, part of the progress. Funny thing, when I read it out was I thought it is already there, but anyhow, you can now park your sick character and swap out new one. Cool. Animations. What we have new for animations? When you hold the aim button without a ranged weapon equipped, your survival now features a lot less. So there will be some, even without ranged weapons, you can kinda aim. We improved ladder climbing cameras and interactions when playing as female survivors. Thank you. Cool. They polished also improved stealth animations. So the crouching stuff. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Menus. What we have new for menus? Options from accessibility sections of settings menu have been duplicated into gameplay section to make it more discoverable. So I assume it was too deep in. I haven't checked that particular point, but it was brought back up, so it's easier to discover. That's what I understand. So, big part. Mission fixes. There are a lot of them. I will skip few parts. The few parts, let me show you what I'm talking about. Sheriff missions. You see, there's sheriff mission particular. There's stolen meds. Stolen meds, winning allies. It actually doesn't it doesn't matter what kind of the mission is, but basically it is all for mission, sheriff mission storyline. So there's missions shouldn't drop rucksacks at the player's feet anymore. You won't have get awkwardly close before bad guys start shooting. A mission should no longer prompt you to talk to dead or exiled community members in the case of their untimely demise. You won't get stuck if you get killed. If you kill the infestation early. Now they make sure you find the final note wherever you are or not. Your companion is alive. A mission should know how zombies survive even when it grabs one of the person enclave. Mission should know require the appropriate number of bad guys to be killed at the end. We know make sure you defeat the betrayers before completing. Optional objectives to check with your teammates should now go away when for example your teammate dies. A mission will no longer fail if you leave the assault area before the final scene, and the final boss can no longer be sniped before entering the final fight. Sorry, snipers. So this is all a lot of them, and as you can see, different stages of the sheriff legacy. So as far as I can tell, it's done, it's fixed, now everything works. Jesus Christ, amazing. And the same goes for builder missions. Oh my god, I need to read it out. The secondary character should now wait until the coast is clear rather than running into infested buildings. You can no longer switch to the secondary character and talk to yourself. Now they prevent the builder from asking you to move when you have already done so very recently. The signal antenna should now satisfy the mission objectives, and this mission this mission is no more likely to appear. So that was the mission that someone was unable to trigger. Cool, awesome. Again, everything works. Trader mission. What we have here, the sponsor should no longer allow you to both accept and deny the request. Cool. The optional objective to talk to your community members should now disappear if that community member dies. Yes. Those with quick fingers can no longer grab 2 rucksacks. So the trader mission called Greed. Yeah. And the Trader Enclave benefit Assault Plague Heart should now work, be more clear, and be fancy. Okay, cool, thanks. That's all for Trader missions. And for Warlord missions, there's a lot of them again. Now you have much more robust thief that would not break the mission if they die early. The mission should now end properly for each terrified member of the Enclave. Properly, okay. The expert now should go hostile if you accidentally hit them with their own bombs. Therefore, the expert now shouldn't go hostile if you accidentally hit them with their own bombs. They're forgiving like that. Cool. The bad guys should fight you until you're ready to rock. Okay. The informant should now be willing to get into the cars with you, with your scary self now. The wording how Undead Labs packed this patch notes is... You're not friendly with the Russian guy, but anyhow, that's my problem. Fixed a bug that would sometimes cause the NPC to break the mission by not going hostile. So basically, a lot of bugs that are known and they are not there anymore. They are fixed. Cool, awesome. That's for legacy missions. You think they end there? No. Personal missions. There's specific personal missions. Action hero fast cars. The mission now acknowledges when you get to the feral site. Cop brother. The mission should no longer send you to old bases. And the last one is the thing about Anthony. Your community member friends should now trust you enough to get in a car with you. So basically they previously was not jumping in a car with you. Oh, it's gone. Now the bug is gone. It's all good. Next, what we have, enclave missions. There was also a bug. So overhaul enclaves who demand resources from you before going hostile can now be successfully refused. Pretty cool. Now you can refuse their stupid needs. And medical enclave who ask you to set up clinic with them can now complete their arc if their surgeon dies. This was absolutely amazing. Sometimes the surgeon dies. They fixed an AI inconsistencies in the automechanics enclave that were preventing them from being helpful during the siege. I remember that. You need to defend them and they are just useless. Now, not anymore. The appearance should awkwardly the apprentice shouldn't awkwardly rejoin the automechanics enclave at strange times. They also will allow you to bail on the food finding mission before finding food and be less likely to be standing next to said food when they ask you to find it. Okay, I get it. Better automechanics enclave mission. Thank you. The truck should no longer be silly close to the automechanics enclave home. Oh, come on, it was super great when it was happening like that. The booze enclave still live mission should now require the same number of parts no matter if you're kind or mean to drunk character. Okay. The cannibal enclave's a project mission now allows you to loot either side early without breaking. And zombie trappers sick mission shouldn't have any missing VO lines now, voiceover lines. Whew. A lot of bug fixes and we are not even close to end. We are close to end, sorry. All right, ambient missions. What they fixed? They fixed improper pronoun in one of the many local disturbance missions. Cool. Ambient characters trapped in the plague heart battle shouldn't run away when you are trying to talk to them after curing them. Cool. Mysterious broadcast. Characters who want you to use the scent block to rescue them should now follow you at more appropriate point in the mission. Okay. The Ubermallet should no longer be masquerading as bladed weapons for trade. Okay. The NPC who wants vengeance for their murdered friends will now give you the option to change your mind. Okay, some more flexibility. That's what we literally just discussed on my channel. The grumpy survivors who left their weapons at their former home should be in the correct location more often than not. Okay, cool. The mission to find painkillers should now update the optional search objective after finding the item rather than after getting to the house. Thank you. A lot of bug fix, so basically now everything works. We are not done yet because there are Heartland missions, and for Heartland I have one extra note at the end, but what they improved. Welcome to Trumbull Valley. Now more endless plague cures. No more endless plague cures. Sorry, my pronunciation. So they fixed the way how we could create endless plague cures. The mission, okay, the heart of the matter. The mission should no longer announce that it has started properly, even if you're not the sponsor at the... What? This mission should now announce that it has started properly, even if you're not the sponsor at the time. Okay, sorry, these are just patch notes. I'm just delivery guy. Santos should no longer give you a duplicate copy of the note of Keisha if the Keisha died in the heart of matter. Okay, not duplicate notes. Cool. Neighborhood unrest. We fixed some errand articles. Cool. Mystery request. The mission is mystery. was mysteriously missing a period at the end of objective. Now it's there. They removed some weirdness that could cause you to see the director's output enclave move all over the place on the map. Cool. Cry for help. They removed some extra spaces to make dialogue more pretty. Cool. And the final battle, they refined when the scene plays when approaching the fourth wall. Okay, cool, thank you. Some little things, but still there. What we have more? Some more mission fixes. Mysterious wandering trader. Entering one of Decay's sites now give you the solid feedback that the trader isn't there, instead of leaving you wandering. Thank you. Mission objectives requiring to use radio commands such as Independence Pack to get Pyro Launcher. Now badge the command in the menu to make it easier to find. Cool. Community advice mission to ask you to do things like build facilities now allow you to refuse them by speaking with the sponsor. So the quest giver, it's called quest giver. Anyhow. Neglected enclaves are now less likely to turn hostile, especially late in the game where it used to be a coin flip. Alright, so they will just stay there, pointless. Okay. We improved the mission, how missions created enclaves to avoid blocking other key missions. Awesome! And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will run through whole. Oh my god, it was tough. Am I right? All the patch notes, absolutely everything you need to know about new Juggernaut Edition. And my additional one note to Heartland. I recently jumped back in the game and I found a glitch in a map. If you drive there with a car fast enough, I lost 3 cars there. I'm still testing and I will share all the knowledge I know about the place with Undead Labs guys so they can fix the map. Otherwise, it's pretty game breaking at the moment, but that's a little small thing with just minor thing. Anyhow, once again, State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition coming out. Everyone who has the game will receive all what I have just mumbled through, and those who don't have the game yet, you can purchase it on Microsoft Store, on Steam, or on Epic Store. Whatever you choose, you will receive all the Juggernaut Edition, everything included, what I just read through. As far as I know, the same price as the game costs now. Now it is 3 days before this patch is coming out. So, thank you for watching. It was absolutely great to be here and read out you all the absolute great things Undead Labs provided to us. We'll meet in next videos. Cheers.